Hello YouTube, I'm Ross Deuces and welcome back to my channel. So today we land on Ana for our How Not to Play. Now, I had done an Ana video, like was talking about in my, I literally just played her Alexstrasza video, and I had to even practice because I'm a terrible Ana. But, but, but. So anyways, Ana, I am a bad Ana because she is straight line skill shot required to play, and I just can't with it. But let's get to it. Her Q is Healing Dart. It is a straight line skill shot. Fire a dart, which heals the first allied hero hit for X health. Does not affect full health heroes. Her W is a area. It's a point and click area. Toss a grenade at the target area. Allied heroes hit are healed for X health and receive 25% increased healing from Ana for 4 seconds. Enemies hit take 60 damage and receive 100% less healing for 2 seconds. This is extremely dirty. As I was talking about in my Alexstrasza video, if you missed it though, Alexstrasza has a W heal, which I actually spec'd into last game. Ana can completely deny it. All you have to do is just see that circle going down, in which case you can see it. It's grayed out for the enemy team, but you can see it. Just look at it, aim your reticle as best you can, throw a grenade into it, and all of that 20% or potentially 30% healing that they could potentially get. How many times can I potentially say potentially in one potential sentence? I have no idea. Anywho's it, you can deny all that healing, which is ridiculous. Her E is a straight line skill shot called Sleep Dart. You fire a dart that puts the first enemy hero to sleep, stunning them for 3 seconds. Sleep's effects end instantaneously if the target takes damage after the first 0.5 seconds. Cannot be used on vehicles. So basically, if you have to enter something like the Volskaya Foundry Protector or the Dragon Knight, basically, anything like that, that's considered a vehicle. You cannot put a vehicle to sleep. If I need to put it in layman's terms, try chloroforming your car. It's not gonna work. Anyways, her trait is simultaneously an activatable and a passive. The passive part first. Basic attacks apply a dose to enemies, dealing X damage over 5 seconds, plus additional damage equal to the current number of stacks on the target, stacking up to 5 times. Every 0.5 seconds, Ana is healed for 60% of the damage dealt by Shrike. So basically, you can get you will see if you're when you're basic attacking an enemy, you will see a little dosage counter. It's purple. It's really hard to miss. It stacks up to 5 times. When you hit that 5 times, you know that you're dealing the most damage. You are applying what's known as a dot, or damage over time, and you're doing that damage. Additionally, you'll be healing for 60% of that damage. Now, this is not spectacular. It is a very low amount of sustain. However, it is sustain. This is Ana's, along with her W, only way of healing herself. And it's probably why I'm not too happy with her as a character itself. She's really great, but she was a lot more spectacular when there was a double healing meta, which has long passed. Now, the activatable is called Aim Down Sights. Activating Shrike reduces your movement speed by 25%, but increases the range of Healing Dart and Sleep Dart by 25%, while also allowing them to pierce one hero. Lasts until canceled. So basically, you're in a fight, you know your front line's got it, you don't have to worry about the enemies getting into the back line. You activate it, you can now pierce your allies, so that way you can get the You can maximize your healing, and you can pierce the enemies, so you can potentially CC them and just throw them off. It's really, really, really nice. But make sure that they do not have a backline diver like Illidan, because he can punish you. It is like a 3-second cooldown, maybe less, of activating it. So that's 3 seconds. That's a long time of having 25% less movement speed, especially for an Illidan who's just regular punishing enough to deal with. Her first ult is called Nano Boost. Instantly boost an allied hero, restoring 200 mana. I believe that's a hard number. I don't know. Let's just say 200 mana for now. I'm not entirely sure that goes with it, or boosts along the time. It might. Anyways, for the next 8 seconds, they gain 30% spell power, and their basic ability cooldowns recharge 150% faster. You cannot use it on yourself. So basically, if you have an entire team of spellcasters, you have a plethora of choices to pick. What I would do in that instance is pick the best spellcaster, the one that's dealing most damage, has less deaths, and throw it on them. If you have a team full of divers, physical attackers, you do not want to go Nano Boost because it's barely going to help them. Unless it's someone like Ragnaros who has a different options of attacking. He has physical attacks and he also has spells. So it's really up to you to know the heroes before you go Nano Boost. If you are uncomfortable knowing the heroes, the entire roster of heroes, if you're uncomfortable knowing it, and you're uncomfortable of knowing when the best time to use Nano Boost is, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm still learning, but that's just because I rarely play Ana, I would go Eye of Horus. This is much more new player friendly. However, the only way you are going to learn is by using it, so please do not feel limited in using Nano Boost. There's only one way to learn. And screw anyone who yells at you. That being said, this second ult is called Eye of Horus. Assume a sniping position, which means you are completely immovable, gaining the ability to fire up to 6 specialized rounds with unlimited range. Rounds pierce allied and enemy heroes, but collide with enemy structures in their path. Allies are healed for X, and enemies are damaged for X. Deals 50% less damage to structures. Ana is unable to move while Eye of Horus is active. Man, all I had to do was just read. Story of my life. So anyways, you activate Eye of Horus. Let's say this. You just died, or you died and you're coming back. You're sitting at the altar. Your team is fighting an enemy team, and they just need a little bit of oomph to finish off the team. You hit your Eye of Horus, and you now have the ability to heal your teammates and damage them all. Damage the enemy heroes in one swift movement for 6 times. It is a really, really good ability. I don't personally like it because Nano Boost offers so much more, and it's very seldom that there's a situation like that arises where Eye of Horus is useful. Now, there's also instances where an enemy hero has almost successfully, and I say almost, successfully escaped, and they have low health, and you can pop Eye of Horus to get that finishing kill. The problem, though, is that this is an ultimate that goes on cooldown for 60 seconds. Yes, finishing off an enemy hero is a very strong ability, but there's no guaranteed chance it's gonna work. So I prefer Nano Boost, and 9 chances out of 10 you're gonna see me choose a Nano Boost. But we don't know. Maybe I'll go Eye of Horus. So that's Ana. I have a specialized build. I don't know if it's a thing or not that I prefer to use, but it really depends on the team composition. If they have an Alexstrasza, I am going a W build, without a doubt. It's beautiful to screw them over like that. But we'll see. So that's Ana. Let's do this.
Ana checking in.
Uh-huh.
Prepare yourself for battle.
I am blanking on this place's name. You know, you would think that I would actually take a minute to step back and watch the opening.
I always protect
that I
my
usually skip
team.
past on the editing,
Even
so that
you.
way I can be like, oh, I got the map name, I'll remember it. But no, I'm dumb. I'm a
The
big old
battle
dumb.
begins
So,
in 10 seconds.
Sonya is a fantastic target for our W, but we're gonna go with
5,
vampiric
4,
rounds.
3,
Uh,
2,
And we're gonna follow that
1.
up with overdose.
the
This gives us
battle
doses
begin.
whenever we hit someone, doses on the enemy target whenever we use them successfully on them. Then we're gonna go with probably anti-hero to help deal with the Sonya and potentially Alarak. And or maybe Lily, but we'll see. We're going Nano Boost unless this Kel'Thuzad is just god awful.
I make quick work of them.
Thank you. So what happened there is I activated my strike. Once I activated it, our team backed up. Now, part of this is my fault because I wasn't healing properly, but the team backed up, left me behind while I had just activated. Cooldown 4 seconds. So I was wrong. It wasn't 3 seconds, 4 seconds. That's a hell of a long time not to be able to activate it again. So you really got to think about it. But the Quavo, I don't know what Quavo. I do hate having a Tracer on a team as an Ana. It is so difficult to heal her unless she purposely sits down like that. We're gonna do that right there, put her to sleep.
That was fun.
Much better.
Very well.
I'll help deal with the Zag. I was hoping to get my...
Orders received.
Choose a talent.
Alright. That's gonna help us a lot.
Well done.
Soaring your head.
I don't know why that Valera went in.
Good effort.
Oh, I'm so awful at this character. Okay. Let's see. What is... That's what I was looking at. That's Alarak's talents. What is he going? He is going... Extended Lightning and Show of Force. Interesting.
I've come back from worse. Understood.
Kel'Thuzad is going... Looks like a W build. Wow, he's already got that many stacks already? 13? Hot dang. Yeah, Lily is a terrible opponent to go against.
On the move.
There we go.
Fine game.
Thanks, friend.
Oh, we never finished off mid! Oh my god, we're so dumb. Oh, I missed. Oh, bad touch, bad touch, bad touch.
By the way.
The magic of the temple sleeps.
That he needed that. He's
Till
stupid.
I choose otherwise.
So we have. I forgot we have a Deathwing. So we're doing simultaneously terrible and great. And Deathwing is probably pretty dead, and I can't heal him because Deathwing.
Very well.
What I can do is put them to sleep. And miss. Did she go? Yes, she did. Beautiful.
All in. Way on effort.
Choose a talent.
I will keep you healed.
Okay, nano boost.
Soon they shall pass in my
Thanks, friend.
Nano. Minute.
A good kill.
My magic flows through the temples. Guardians, do not let these mortals approach them.
Oh, come on.
That was rather violent.
Heading out.
Your fort has been destroyed. Fort lost. Well.
Nano. That minute.
How enjoyable. Double kill. Killing spree.
Orders received.
Enemy slain.
My temple's power has been expended. You are stronger than I believe.
I am concentrating so hard, and I don't know what the heck that Deathwing... Oh, okay, I know what he's doing.
Enemy slain.
Absolute perfection.
Yeah, that literally has so much better healing than me. But it's a lot easier. All you have to do is literally hold down your Q button. I mean, it's a little bit more nuanced than that if you want to be, you know, a really, really, really good... Oh my god, what a surprise. Lily, but... It's pretty simple. We'll get into that on... Oh, how did I miss that?
Nanoboost administered.
Keep lost.
This looks like a loss. We haven't even touched one of their forts yet. We haven't even farted on one of their forts yet.
I believe that keep was yours.
I'll make quick work.
Enemy slain.
Take your medicine.
Well, well, well.
No scope needed.
Mayhem.
You're going to be okay.
Your enemy has destroyed a keep. That was rather violent. The enemy is attacking your core.
I need to return to base.
That back door of Murky's, though. That was well done. Well, that was a pretty awful Anna, but not one of my worst, sadly enough. So, I tried. I apologize. I know these guys are running really short, but with Anna, that's probably going to be the best we get. The thought process is with mine, the reason I go with the vampire rounds, I don't know if that's one of the better options or not, but for me, it is. Because I have problems keeping myself in the fight. With vampiric rounds, it makes it a little easier because it provides a little bit of oomph to the healing for me. Which is really nice because I'm a terrible Anna. Which... Anyways. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. I do have a Patreon now, and it's down in the description. I do stream every single day, except for Mondays, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Time, and I would love to see you in my channel. Again, that's in the description as well. Thank you for joining me, everyone. I hope you have a great night, a great day, and everything else in between. Take care, and goodbye.